Hey YouTube, it's Drew again. I'm doing yet another deck profile today, but today is going to be another fun deck, and it's a fun deck I really like because it's competitive and just fun to play. People don't expect it when you take it to regionals. That's what happened to my last regionals in Maryland. It was pretty fun. Anyways, let's start. Today's deck profile will be worms. How about that? Worms. Who knew? Anyways, let's start with the monsters. The first three monsters, 3 Worm Zex. He looks like a sweaty stack of pancakes. Anyways, my friends like to call him Worm Sex, but I like to call him Zex. Anyways, how it works is you pitch a worm to the grave with his effect, which is pretty nice, you know, send it to the grave, and you have just a worm in the grave for whatever reason. You know, pretty good, pretty sweet. But the real combo with this guy is you send his counterpart, which is Worm Yagen, to the grave. This is the next card I run, 3 Worm Yagen. Now, Worm Yagen, pretty interesting effect. If you have Worm Zex on the field, you can special summon himself and face down defense. When he's flipped face up, you get to return one of their monsters back to their hand. But if you use his effect, he gets removed from play, which isn't too bad. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Pretty nice combo. Alright, the next monsters I run are nothing other than 3 Worm Lynx. He's pretty cool. Once he's flipped during each end phase, including your opponent, you get to draw 1 card. So he's got nice draw power, but he's really weak because he's only got 300 attack and 1000 defense. But he's still pretty decent. The next couple cards I run are the 3 trump cards. 3 Worm King. Ooh, that guy's nasty. He's a level 7 light monster, at least I think he is. Is he? Level 8 light monster. He's got 2700 attack and 11 defense. He's pretty much Descendant. You tribute a worm monster, and you destroy 1 card they control. Pretty cool. Like him. He's great. And plus, he only requires 1 worm tribute to get him out in the field. The next 3 cards are 3 Worm Carteros. He's pretty much the Searcher. You flip him up, you get to add 1 level 4 or lower reptile to your hand. He looks like a rapist in a trench coat too. It's kind of funny looking. The next 2 cards I run are 2 Worm Apocalypse. This guy looks like the guy that's high off of LSD. Anyways, you flip him up, you get to destroy 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls. It's great. It's like a free little destruction. Next are 2 Worm Tentacles. Yeah, the tentacle rapist. Anyways, he's got 1700 attack and 700 defense. He's a level 4 light monster. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 reptile worm monster to allow this guy to attack twice during the battle phase. So it's 3400 attack if they're open, which is pretty good, you know. The next 3 monsters are Worm Deminkles. You flip him up, he gets to gain 500 or 300 attack and defense. So he turns into a 2k beater and a 1400 or a 1700 defense defender, I guess. I don't know. I just run him in there because he's cool. Next, 1 Worm Solid. He's pretty great because for each worm monster in your graveyard, he gains 100 defense, and if your opponent takes battle damage because of him, even when he's in defense, you know, obviously if they're attacking, he's got more defense, then they have to, destroy 1 spell or trap card they control. So he's already at 16 defense, so if you have 4 in the grave, he's at 2000 defense. Pretty good. And last of all, which I might run 2, I'm not sure yet, is Worm Victory. This guy's a level 7 light monster with 0 attack and 2500 defense. He's pretty great, because when he's flipped face up, you can destroy, or you have to destroy all non-reptile monsters in the field. He's a little field nuke. Pretty cool. And for each worm monster in your graveyard, he gains 500 attack. So you summon him, he's like OTK. Yay! And of course, I do run Worm Zero. Worm Zero is pretty much the trump card of the deck. He is so easy to get out. Well, not really easy, but he's just really good. Even if he's not summoned, he's good. Anyways, I'll explain what he does when I get to the traps and spells. Now for the traps. We run 3 Offering to the Snake Deity. It's pretty much Icarus attack. Tribute 1 reptile monster, destroyed up to 2 cards your opponent controls, or destroy 2. Yes, destroy 2 your opponent controls. 3 W Nebula Meteorite. Really good card. One of the coolest cards that they just came out with. It's from Extreme Victory. It just came out. It's pretty sweet. Looks kind of cool too. It looks like a little meteorite with little something on it. Anyways, how it works is that you have all your worms in the field, and for each one, well, you flip all of them face down is the first effect. And for each one flip face down by this effect, you get to draw that many cards. But this happens at your end phase. But anyways, and then if any face down monsters are face up, they get flipped face up. Well, if any face down monsters are on the field, they get flipped face up. So, you know, you have Wormy again, they summon, you flip it face up, it goes back to their hand, and you get to flip one back face down. Anyways, and then during the end phase, you get to draw that many cards, so you put down 2, you get to draw 2. And you get to special summon a level 7 or higher light reptile monster from your deck. That's pretty broken. That means you can get out that douchebag, or you can get out Marmaduke right here. It's like OTK, fun. Well, I mean, Debbie Nebula's not OTK, but still, it's fun. Next, we have 2 trap holes. Just because, pretty sweet card. Everybody knows what it does. 2 Aboku, to protect my face down worms from being destroyed like Lynx. I get to draw extra cards. And of course, 1 Torrential, just because. Now for spells. We have 2 MST to supplement Worm Apocalypse, just to destroy backfield. 1 Dark Hole. Everybody knows what that does. Then we have 1 Monster Reborn, which, where the freak did I put that card? We have 1 Monster Reborn. Everybody knows what that does. 1 Pot of Avarice, hoping to get another one. I mean, my friend owes me a common one, so 2 Pot of Avarice just for draw power, recycling cards. 1 Giant Tornade for returning oppression, face downs, anything scary back to the hand. And then, of course, Future Fusion. Future Fusion is such a great card in this deck. It's great. Use it to get out Worm Zero. Even if they MST it when you activate it, you still get to send all of them, which is pretty sweet. And having all those worms in your grave is good. Anyways, how this works is you send all the worms you need for Worm Zero. Now Worm Zero, you can send any amount of worms for him, but depending on how many you send, he gets his effect. His first effect is, if you send 2 or more, you can pretty much select 1 reptile worm monster in your grave, special summon it, and face down defense. So you can bring back Lynx, or Yagan, or Apocalypse to destroy backfield, draw an extra card, or return a monster. The next effect is if you send 4 or more, you can remove from play 1 worm type monster in your graveyard to destroy 1 monster they control. So he's pretty sweet. Or does it send it to the graveyard? Oh yeah, send it from the field to the graveyard so you can get rid of Stardust. The last effect is if you send 6 or more, you get to draw an extra card for free. On top of that, for each reptile that you use to summon this guy, a light reptile or each worm, he gains 500 attack. So you send 9, do the math, 4,500 attack. And they don't have to stay in the graveyard for him to keep his attack, just how many you use to summon him. So I can send him all to the grave, Pot of Avarice, then back to my deck, draw 2 cards, use his effect, draw another card. Real fun. Anyways, YouTube, that's my worm fun deck. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. My next video will most likely be my binder. Anyways, peace out, YouTube.